the fact that I don't have to wait anymore. It's freaking Almost Human live, and we're getting on like this because I'm always having problems getting on the damn thing.
Mm.
So yeah, it's me, Dr. Fuck, the barefoot YouTuber. And with me I got the three almost humanoids. Tony Dio. Hi, Tony Dio. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Wayne Noon, the guy responsible for Almost Human Lives, so blame him.
Blame me. Happy New Year.
And Count Ralphus, he's the newest. You'll always be the new guy, you know. And this week we're going to talk about our favorite albums of 2025. Now, I originally wanted to do a King Diamond episode.
Right.
And then I thought, hey man, it's going to be the first. Let's talk about 2025. And I've been so freaking busy that I know I'm forgetting shit, but I wrote down a list. I grabbed a couple things.
I'm doing it right now.
There's some good shit that came out this year though. Not, I mean, in my collection, not a huge amount. Normally it's much more than this, but still, you know, it's kind of condensed, but it's still killer shit because there's stuff that came out this year that's not on my list. Like I didn't put the new Cheap Trick on my list. Sorry, all you Cheap Trick fans. Hey, I'm a Cheap Trick fan, but I'm sorry that new album ain't worthy, you know, for me to talk about. And here I am talking about it. But I'm here to say it's not good enough to make my list. And there's a couple other ones. I can't remember offhand what it was, but there was a couple other ones. I'm like, yeah, this ain't good enough, you know. But the ones good enough are fucking great. And I do have a favorite. I do have a favorite. Well, actually, I have a top two, you know, this year. I got a bunch. I'm gonna have to like, just run through it because I made a little list. So I'll go. No, I'll let. Yeah, I'll go first. All right.
You go first.
I'll go with my first pick. Now, before I show you this, look, I love this band, right? But the drummer of this band, he was in Vietnam, right? And I wasn't really happy when he did this interview recently promoting this album. He said, "Yeah, I killed a lot of baby gooks in Vietnam," and I was like, "Dude, that's kind of fucked up." And the band I'm talking about is called Severed Angel.
Oh boy,
that band
sucks. That band sucks.
When Eternity Ends, I think it's you got a new one coming out, right?
Yeah, sometime this year. We don't know yet.
Well, this is my favorite one of the three, and I love all three. You know, I should love the first one more because I'm on it, and my ego says it is the best one. But you know,
yeah, I mean, I hate to say it's my band, and I hate to say that every album we do gets better and better. But that one, yeah, that one probably is my favorite. But we already did a fifth album; it's already done, and that one's probably my favorite now. So you'll have to wait till like another 2 years to see what that one sounds like.
Oh, the new one's going to take. It's not going to take. It's going to come out soon, right? You're finished.
No, the fourth one comes out this year. Then next year will be the fifth one.
Man, you guys are like shit in the 70s.
We got nothing else to do. We're bored.
You
So we
know?
just make music. Yeah.
So what makes you happier? Severed Angel or killing baby gooks?
Just because we're on YouTube, Severed Angel.
All right.
When we go off, I'll tell you the real truth later.
Look what my it brought like the Rat Salad review rat.
Yeah, man. I got all that stuff with mine too. So,
yeah, and
yeah, when you anybody who orders any CDs from me, they get stickers and a bunch of cool stuff. So
stickers.
Try to give something to people that support us.
And I don't know if you can see this. It's hair strands from baby gooks.
Yeah.
He throws that in there too.
That was actually a pubic hair, but okay.
From baby gooks.
Yeah.
All right, that's my first.
I appreciate you putting that on your list, by the way. And that's the second time somebody has mentioned that album this year, so that's awesome.
Yeah, no, and trust me, Wayne. Like, there's albums that didn't make my list that I bought.
Yeah.
That I'm like, yeah, this ain't good enough to put. And I'm not putting that shit because
I wouldn't want you to do it because I'm here.
Yeah, of course.
I want you to
I'm
be
not
honest.
doing it that because I actually listened to that CD about maybe 3 weeks ago while making breakfast, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, very cool. I'm glad. I'm really
I enjoyed the CD too, but I'm really a good cook. I
yeah.
enjoyed my breakfast so much.
Very
Anyway, so Wayne, just
yes.
this time, everybody, we're just gonna hold up one, and then we'll
All
do
right.
stuff. All right.
Okay.
So throw out the first one you want to talk about,
All right.
Wayne.
Severed Angel. All right, that was on my list, but that's just because I'm all right. Let's go to this one here. Actually, nope, let's do this one. This one I kind of forgot about it. And I just got the CD. It's a 2 CD version. The new Corner album called Distance Theory.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I really did not expect it to be as good as it is, but it is very, very good. I
So
listened to it a few times.
spoiler alert, it's one of my top two.
Really,
Yeah, it's up there.
Me too.
it's really
I've been
good.
listening to the stream of it. I haven't picked up a hard copy of it, physical
Uh,
copy
I,
yet. I will
I,
eventually.
I haven't gotten it either. I did order it though. It's on
There's
the
isn't there a 2 disc version
Yeah,
available?
that's what this is. It just comes. The other disc is Death Cult.
yeah,
Oh, the
I,
Death
Oh,
Cult
wow.
demo on
Yeah.
CD.
Yeah.
I already have
Oh,
that.
yeah, I have it on record. Yeah, that's cool. They released that finally.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted to finally go, hey, we're going to put the bootleggers out of business and finally
They,
release it.
they
Yeah.
they released it years ago. They
They
released
did
yeah,
officially release it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they released a separate version. I think Ralph had showed it once.
Yeah, I have it. I have it.
And
I have it on vinyl, but it's got to be a bootleg.
the other
Yeah,
cool
the
I
vinyl.
haven't really like looked at this booklet yet, but the other cool thing is in the back of this booklet they talk about like making the album, like things that they were going through when the band got back together and touring and all that stuff, and then making this album. So it's a really, if you buy a version, get the 2 disc version because it comes in this big book type thing. It's really cool. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it. So
Nice, cool.
get that one.
Right on. How about you, Ralphus?
All right, I got one that I don't think any of you will have on your list. So this band is called Phantom, and there's like 800 other bands called Phantom. But this, if you try to look this band up, you got to put GDL after them because they're the Phantom from Guadalajara. So check out this band. Look at that fucking album cover for one. Is
This
that
took for
not,
goddamn loud.
that is old school fucking as you can get. And
Yeah, man.
this band, they sound like, man, they're kids. They're real young. This is their second full length. They got an EP and a full length before this, and I think they already got a new full length ready to come out next year or this year now. And yeah, look at these guys. These guys look like they're from the 80s. They got that old school attitude. Look at that shit. Fucking plastic skulls and blood,
How do you know they're
spikes,
plastic? They might
bullet
be real.
belts. Yeah, they might be. They could be gringos that they picked up,
Yeah.
tourist gringos, But I mean, Taylor, you this guy, JC Necrohex, this year when this album was coming out, and it made me want to run out and get it. It's like Destruction and Creator, but like their earliest Destruction and Creator. And like the first album sounded more like just like straightforward thrash, like old school. But then on the second album, this one, Tyrants of Wrath, uh, he learned that he could do like that high squeal that Schmear does in Destruction.
Mhm.
So he does like that throughout the album. It's like these crazy high squeals that are nowhere to be found on the early stuff. So it's really cool. Like he found another like thing he could do, and it's just fucking really cool for old school. I mean, Destruction put out a new album this year, which is great. And but it's like there's like more of the modern Destruction. If you want to hear like that old fucking school feel and Destruction, and they also throw in like a bunch of like Iron Maiden kind of parts to it. It's definitely like full of old school shit that you'll hear throughout this. But really awesome album, really awesome band. And I wrote down because they're going to be touring and they'll be in Florida in March. They're playing the the 26th of March and the 27th with that band Void that you like, Ralph.
But
And
where are they playing?
they're playing Tampa and Orlando. I forget which one is your area.
None of
Yeah,
them.
that
Neither one?
Neither one.
Oh, I
That
thought
that
one
tour
of
is
them was.
branching off. That tour is a branch off of the Hell's Heroes Fest. Both bands are playing, and they're going from there. They're doing a few more dates. That's pretty cool.
That's like
I think.
4 hours from me, man.
So what's the area of yours then, Ralph? Again, I forget. I thought it was one of them.
I'm South Florida.
Yeah, but what? Oh, so Miami, like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could go up to West Palm Beach. That's like an hour and a half, you know. I go to shows up. I'm gonna go see Hell Witch in West Palm Beach this Saturday. So I'll go up to West Palm Beach, but you know, that's like 90 minutes. I mean, that's good enough. You see, the thing about you guys, you drive 90 minutes here, 90 minutes there, you're going to another state. You don't leave Florida for like 9 hours, you know?
Yeah.
You know, Florida, you know, I've had people on numerous occasions say to me, dude, I'm gonna be at Disney World. Let's hang out. I'll be in Orlando. Like, yeah, it's like 4 hours from me, bro, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, I don't blame because people are so used to living, you know, where you guys live, where you have a state like a couple hours away. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
you're
was
like
talking to
Texas.
I was talking to the guys in Caribbean once, and they said like they never got to see Death, and I was like, well, they played that one time because I know Incantation and Cannibal Corpse and Death played a show, but he's like, yeah, but that's like saying why didn't you go to that show in California, living in New York, you know? And I was like,
Right.
oh yeah, it's like it was like a whole country worth the drive away, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Tony? Give us the first one.
First one I'm going to talk about is on Headspit Records. This is Metal Death by Interceptor. This is a killer, just old school metal band from they're from South Carolina,
Oh
and
man,
it's total Venom worship.
do I ever
To-
love that cover?
Yeah,
That
yeah. I mean,
cover
it's
fucking
that's just total throwback, man.
yeah,
And that's what
that's
these
total.
guys are. Like I said, they're on Head Split Records, and I mean, they go. This is a three-piece band, of course, and their names are. So there's Shrieking Guitar. Let's see, his name is Reaper on Shrieking Guitar. On Thundering Bass and Vocals, we have Bulldozer, and
Yeah.
Atomic Percussion, we have the Tyrant. So yeah, these guys total Venom
I
worship,
I need
and
to look into that, man.
yeah,
That's totally up my alley.
yeah, kick-ass band, U.S. band. Like I said, they're from South Carolina, and they're total old school. And yeah, I'm looking forward maybe to get the chance to see them sometime. I know. I think this. I believe it's. I guess it's been announced. I think Bulldozer, the singer, is going to be performing with Abaddon and Mantis at the Keep It True festival. He's
Nice.
one of the guest singers. I mean, Tom G. Warrior, and I think there's several other guys from bands. I don't know if you remember count who it was. There's some other guy. I know Tom Warrior. I think Tom Angel Ripper might be there doing vocals, maybe.
I don't know. I didn't hear about that, but I think that's an awesome way to do it. Like just get like people that love like Venom and get them get have a different singer each time, you know. I know when they
But
did
this guy would
originally
be the
in
perfect
Japan,
guy to do it. Yeah,
they had the guys from the band Psy in Japan come out and sing.
I saw some
So
video, man. That was pretty killer,
yeah,
man. Yeah,
yeah. That guy's a
yeah,
legend
man.
from Japan.
Yeah, man. I'm glad those guys are out there doing it, man. Keeping the legacy going. I mean, hell, I mean, I got my thoughts on the whole deal with Kronos. I think it's kind of idiotic in a way, but I guess he's got his reasons.
Yeah.
All right. My next one, hey, we had him on the show. Wasn't it the bass player from Savage Master on the show?
Yep,
Honestly, I think,
Adam.
yeah,
Yep.
I like this one the best, man. This is like my favorite Savage Master album. And I love the older shit, but
Yeah, it's a
this,
great record, man.
this is a great traditional metal record. And
It got
I'm
me
gonna,
into them,
all right, now I'm gonna name off a few that I don't have,
even
or
though Adam's not a huge fan of me on Facebook, by the way.
no,
Adam's not really a fan of me on Facebook.
it's not.
No,
Your
All
political
right.
views?
might be.
Well, Hey, man. People aren't fans of me because when I get political, I say everybody needs to worship Czar. Kneel to Czar.
Right.
People don't like that.
So,
All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna name a couple more. There's I don't know if they're new or not, but they're fucking awesome. A band called Cruel Bomb. Have you ever heard of Cruel Bomb?
Mm. Nope.
They're really tight thrash.
Cruel Bomb or Bong?
Bomb.
B-O-M-B?
Yeah,
Not B-O-N-G.
Or BALM. Balm.
bomb. You know,
Bomb. Bomb.
like
Cruel Bomb.
like
My
the
lips
bomb.
hurt. Give me some Cruel Bomb.
No, but you think about it, man. They drop a bomb on you. That's fucked
That's
up.
pretty cruel.
But if they drop a cruel bomb on you,
It's even worse.
that's fucking even worse.
That's a hate crime when they do that. When they drop a cruel one, that's more of a hate crime.
Yeah. All right. This is out of the realm. This ain't really metal. It's very proggy and weird. And I'm not a very big prog fan, but the older I get, like I'm really into Gentle Giant now. And but it's this band called Spock's Beard. You ever heard of
Okay,
Spock's Beard?
Yep.
I
yep.
have. Yeah.
Let me see if I can pronounce this right. And I do have the CD. It's called The Arcanpotamus, I think. But it's weird. It's proggy. I dig it. I thought that was worthy of mentioning. Hellstar, their last album, The Devil's.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Vicious Rumors,
I
huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know he's got it.
holding up the Hellstar.
I have that
Love
as
it.
well. Vicious Rumors released a good one called The Devil's Asylum. And Unleashed, they released a really good one called Fire Upon Your Lands. There
Here
you
it
go.
is.
Ralph's got it. That's a vicious one.
Hadn't heard that.
But-
I like that.
But Unleashed is just a vicious band. It's what you'd expect from Unleashed. They don't fuck around. All right, this is a weird one again, but I'm a big fan because I'm an old dude. I love Styx, and I thought their new album, wouldn't say it's like, I think the last one was a little better, The Crown, whatever the fuck, Crashing of the Crown, but this was pretty good. They've gotten kind of proggy in their later years, where they were actually proggy in the beginning with the wooden nickel shit. This is kind of that, revisiting that shit. Destruction, Birth of Malice, the new Destruction, that shit was vicious. And I got many more to mention, but I'll just say one last one. Hyrax, Faster Than Death was I think that's the best Hyrax album in many years, actually.
I was glad to finally see him.
Yeah. All right, I got more, but I'll talk about that later. So we'll go back. We'll shoot it back to Wayne there.
All right. Is a band I found a couple years ago. They put a new album out this year. They're called Iotunn, Iotunn, and the album is called Kinship. It's like progressive black metal, melodic black metal. Really, really good band. I forget where they're from. I think they're from Europe somewhere, but really good stuff. I don't know. They're one of my new favorite bands right now. They're very heavy, very doomy, very black metalish. It's a lot of stuff going on in that band. So really cool stuff. They actually have another album it's coming out this year, I think. It's a live album. So very good stuff. Check that out.
Right on. You got throw a couple more, Brain.
A couple more. Well, I only got a couple, so I don't want to go through all of them too fast. Paradise Lost, Ascension. That just came out.
That's
I was
a band
Listening to a little bit of that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Back to form for those guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Well, I gotta check it out.
Nothing but good stuff about that album. People are putting it so high up on their list this year. It's something I definitely haven't went and just listened to it on YouTube at least. But it's been getting so much praise this year. That's
It deserves
something
it. It's really good.
Well, I gotta look.
I thought
into
it kind of reminded me of a cross between or something that would come between like the Icon and the draconian times type
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep, 100%.
That's the
I
stuff
was a
I
huge
like.
fan of I was a huge fan of the first two albums, so I was kind of hoping it went more back in that direction. But I know they got way bigger later. But to me, the album Gothic was just like there was nothing like that album. It's so unique and original.
And
Yeah.
they changed every album. It seems
Every
like
single
they
album, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The first album, straight up death metal. They were fucking great death metal
And
band. Then
eventually
Gothic was like,
they sounded like Depeche Mode, and then they went back and got heavy again.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
didn't like
kind of
those albums.
lost them. But everybody's been
Totally.
making such a noise about this new album that it makes me think, oh, all right, I got to go at least give it a
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah, if you're
But I've been
somewhat of a
meaning to.
fan, if you're somewhat of a fan of Paradise Lost, you might like this album.
Yeah,
It's
I've been
really
meaning to. I got to do it. I'll
good.
do it soon.
What were you saying, Ralph? Because everybody was cutting you off.
Oh, I was saying, hey everybody, I'm the Barefoot YouTuber.
Oh, I thought you were saying. Um, Somebody mentioned this band before. I just got this album in the mail not too long
Hell
ago.
yeah.
Void, Forbidden Morals.
God,
Really,
I
really
love that
cool.
band. I have that on compact disc.
Yeah, I was gonna get the disc, but you know what? I got the record. It's cool.
Nice packaging.
Yeah, the latest Volbeat album. I actually really like this. I was kind of like getting bored of this band, but this album's actually really, really good. I don't. They really haven't changed much, but the songs are really good.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not in. I saw that band live. I didn't, but you know, like 10 years ago, a buddy of mine said, "Hey, you know who I saw at the at the Fillmore? Who? Hank Sherman." I'm like, "Who?
Mm.
Hank Sherman? Yeah, he's in this band called Volbeat." I was like,
yeah,
"Damn,
they're
I
Danish.
I would have went." But I saw Volbeat open for Metallica, and man, well, at least it's better than Living Color.
Let's not go that far.
I really liked them there for a little while, probably I don't know, 15 years ago when they had that. The first record I got was with the Guitar Gangsters and Cadillac Blood.
Mm.
When that I had heard nothing ever like that before. I thought it was really cool. And the next couple ones I liked. They had the one with King Diamond did a song with
Yeah.
them. They had one with Millie from Creator.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did some cool
Barney
stuff.
from Napalm Deaths on one of the songs. They had some good stuff. I just kind of lost interest in them over time.
Yeah, yeah, I did too. But I heard that on. I actually didn't buy. I listened to it on Amazon first, and then I was like, all right, this is pretty good, so I bought it. And actually, I got that pretty cheap because Black Friday there was sales going on, so you got to look for all the sales, and that was on sale. So I think it was like $10 or something. It was cheap, so I had to buy it. But I'll save the rest for later because I only got like 3 or 4 more left.
All right, Ralphus.
All right, so since you already bring them up, I'll say Unleashed. Fucking awesome band. I seen them way back when they first came to America. Been a fan of them ever since, and since the first album. But then they went through a period where they kind of got a little boring, and then they came back. I don't know. It's been over 10 years now, where they had an album called Midwinter Bolt, and it blew me away. It was one of my favorite albums of the year. And ever they just put now album after another. The band of Monomarth came in and they kind of took their they kind of jumped in that whole Viking thing and they became the huge band. But I always thought Unleashed should be like right up there with them, and they should definitely like tour together. They're the ones that were doing it before them. And then another
Ralph,
band that you bring up,
who did you see them play with the first time you saw them?
uh, I remember they came to New York City at this place called, I think it was called the Marquee Club, and that night it was MTV was there, and they were filming and doing interviews with like Dave Vincent and the guys from Napalm Death who weren't even playing. But the bill that night was Ripping Corpse, Unleashed, Entombed, and Morbid Angel, and it was
Wow.
like, and
Wow.
Wow.
I think I
Because
might have told the story before, but on MTV was on the line, and one of my friends, they put it right on, and he was a singer of Morpheus Ascends at the time. They said, "What's death metal all about?" And he just looked at the camera. And he said, "Kill for Satan," and it got on MTV. But
I saw that.
when they put it on me and my stupid friends, we were Dead Kennedys fans, so we just said, "Fuck you, MTV, get off the air, MTV." That was a Dead Kennedys song, and of course, they clipped us out, and they went to the next kid with like an Overkill shirt on or whatever. But then they did interviews backstage and everything, and pretty like awesome night, you know. But I seen Unleashed then, and then I seen them again. They did this Hangman's Ball thing in New York City, and I believe they were on that too. And that was early on. But then I seen them like a couple other times throughout the years when they came through. I was always like hitting as many the classic death metal shows as I could, you know. But Tony, you were gonna
Yeah,
say something?
I was gonna say I saw them. I think the second album may have just come out, and I'm trying to remember who they were with. If it was either Obituary or Cannibal Corpse, maybe I can't remember. But they were so good, man. I have it on video when they played it. I just remember the singer, it's Freddie, right? He drank out of the horn. Um,
Yeah, it's not Freddie
and
though.
yeah, Fred,
It's not
one
Freddie.
of them just, and one of the original guitar player just died recently. Um,
Yeah. Yep.
but yeah, they were, man, they were so good, man. And I love those first like four albums, man. They were so good. Yeah.
Yeah, to me it was like they did like two or three albums that were great, and then they kind of got a little bit stale or something, and I don't know. I just kind of got a little bored with them, and then they kind of disappeared for a long time. And like I said, this album came out called Midwinter Bull. That was fucking amazing. Every song on that album, one of my favorite albums of the year that came out. I forget what year it is, but all right. So yeah. So we also
Johnny's the singer.
yeah,
Yeah. And Freddie's the one
Headland.
that
Yeah, Johnny
passed.
Headland.
Freddie passed. Yeah.
But
I
I
just looked
also
it up.
something that got brought up was the Health Star. We did the interview for this album, so I got I we got to listen to it before it came out, and I had just met James Rivera right before we did the interview with him, and I thought it was so cool having him on the channel and talking with him, and it made me go back and listen to the whole discography of Hellstar. And I had the first two albums back in the day when I was a kid, and I loved them, but I've talked about it all the time. Once I get into like Slayer and Destruction and Celtic Frost and stuff, all of a sudden I stopped listening to this kind of music. But man, when I went back and listened to all the Hellstar albums, I was like, man, this fucking band does not have a bad album. And then when I listened to this new one, I just like, man, he's got death metal vocals at times, and he's just all over the place with his range. And so another cool thing is I just finished reading the book Born Human. It was the book about Chuck from Death. And one of the things that surprised me, I kind of wish I would have known about it when we interviewed him. But when they when he was doing Control Denied, Chuck approached a lot of different singers to try to get for Control Denied. And he actually approached like Rob Halford, and Rob Halford was like in between like Halford Band and like Fight or something. And he even had Paul Diano interested. Paul Diano was having a problem with his visa getting into country at the time. So, but Paul was like interested in doing it. One of the guys he asked was James Rivera. He tried to get James Rivera. He said he was one of his favorite singers, and it's in the book. So that would have been a cool thing to bring up. And James Rivera, like he sent them music and stuff, and he was like kind of into it, but he was doing something else at the time, and he just kind of, I think he regrets that he didn't jump on in there and do that. But just a really awesome album late in their career, and they're still killing it. And it's not a bad album in their discography. So I got more, but I'll let somebody else go. Keep it going because I talk for a
All
bit.
right, Tony.
I'll go with the next few here. This is a band. I think they're from Pennsylvania area called Breaker, and it's a female fronted band. It's just good traditional style heavy metal. Good stuff here. And these guys are from Spain, called Center Rage. Pretty cool band. They're on the Dying Victims label. It's just in this traditional speedy heavy metal. I mean, this some speed metal stuff and some more traditional stuff on this. Pretty cool band. Another band that's actually on Dying Victims is a band from I think they're from San Antonio, but it's called Mean Mistreater, female fronted band. Really cool. They kind of got a little bit of girl school Motorhead thing going on. It's it's just raunchy rock and roll, but fast paced, kind of in that Motorhead vein. But yeah, another cool band. Check those guys out. Mean Mistreater. And let's see, I'll do one more, and then I'll do my top three. after that on the next go round. This would be this band from Brazil. They're called Creatures, and they are it's kind of it's traditional heavy metal. It's more in the vein of stuff like Fifth Angel, Sanctuary,
They
Crimson
have
Glory
they,
type
they have
stuff.
they have more than one album, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I've
is their
heard of that.
second. This is called Creatures 2, actually. So it's their second album. New
Yeah, I've
singer,
heard.
different singer than on the first album. I had heard some people can kind of compare him to Dokken, and then I hear a little bit of Dokken in it, but I hear more stuff like Crimson Glory, Sanctuary, Fifth Angel type stuff in it. But yeah, but they're from Brazil. They're on like high roller. So yeah, cool band from Brazil.
Right on. All right, before I go, Wayne, what's going on in
Yes.
the peanut gallery?
I was just trying to check out that Creatures album on YouTube. Let's see here. Not much. Somebody mentioned Castle Rat. I know a lot of people have been talking about that band, but I haven't listened to them yet. Any of you guys listen to them?
No,
It's pretty cool for what it is.
I haven't heard.
I really wanted to see them live, and they've sold out both times they've played this area. I think they're going to blow up. I think they're going to be a big band.
Maybe.
Could be the next Ghost.
Somebody else mentions Drain, Mesa, Rivers of Nile, Void, Sacrifice. All had great albums this year.
One of
I
those.
saw Ralph's.
Yeah,
Ralph, you're looking at Sacrifice.
I found it. Well, and I got to say this to Ralphus and everybody out there watching. I have a guy down here. He's a distributor, a metal distributor, and his website is Miami Metal Merchant. And everywhere you go look for that fucking Sacrifice album, it's over $30-$40 everywhere. Like one place is like $18.99. Okay, that's good. $20 shipping. Oh, that's bad. It's like, so Miami Metal Merchant in a few days is going to get a bunch in, and it will be not that expensive. I should leave it at that. But anything else in the peanut gallery before I keep going?
Just talking amongst themselves, pretty much.
All
I
right.
saw Bob says his honorable mention is the Vinnie Vincent album coming soon. I swear.
Yeah. I believe that's from 1991. Do you know that recording that he's selling? That you can hear it on YouTube now. It's been on YouTube for years. He's just releasing that on one CD for 200 something dollars. He said he's got to sell 1,000 or he'll send you your money back. Dude, if he even sells 20, he ain't gonna send nobody's money back. That's like a few $1,000, But
And somebody mentioned the new Peter Criss album. I haven't listened to it yet, so
yeah,
I can't really.
the new Peter Criss, I knew people would bring that up in the chat because it's Kiss related. There's 2 songs I really like on it. The rest is like, hey, it's better than any other solo album he's released, in my opinion. Even better.
There was a few good tracks on it. I wasn't blown away by it, but some good stuff on it.
I mean, the song "Justice" is awesome, and that's my favorite song on the album. And what I heard was that song "Justice." Peter Criss took to Kiss for Psycho Circus, and they rejected it and wrote him a little corny ballad. So
there was one track I remember where I think is John Five doing all the guitar on it. Pretty much.
I don't know if he does all of it.
There was one song that had a total Ace Frehley style guitar solo in it. I thought that was really cool. I said that must be John.
All right, now I shall continue. All right, this one, look, it barely made my list because, man, the album before it was so much better. But it's not a bad album. But comparing to the last one, it is not as kick-ass. And that's the new Onslaught called Origins of Aggression. It's not bad. But I'll take Generation Antichrist. I mean, Generation Antichrist is way better. They got a little more punky on this album. And it's
Is Psy singing?
I
Is it
think
Psy
so.
Keeler?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. But it's all right. It's not bad. But All right, the next one is and this is a band that I haven't liked an album of theirs in decades. And everybody loves this band. Testament, their last album, is fucking awesome. What's it called? Parabellum?
Yeah.
It's heavy.
I've never really liked anything from Testament since The Gathering. This album fucking slays. You know, it's
It's
fucking.
real heavy, really heavy.
This next one, oh, this one's really unique. It's a band called Sleep Token, and the name of the album is "This Album Fucking Sucks." And I like it because it's truth in advertising. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna name two more, then I'm gonna have my top three. All right. Warbringer, Wrath and Ruin. I thought that was a good album, worthy to be on the list. Dream Theater, Parasomnia. I thought was a very fine album. You know, I'm not the biggest Dream Theater guy, but it's weird. I'm a weird Dream Theater fan. There's some albums I'm obsessed over, and there's some that I can't get because, you know, I'm not good at math. But there's some I fucking, and I thought this last Dream Theater album was pretty solid. And that's it. I got three more to go. So I'll give you my top three after we hear from Wayne, Ralphus, and Tony.
All right. I found some other ones I totally forgot about, but another shameless plug, the new Absalon album, In the Halls of Silence. It's actually really good. Getting a lot of really good reviews too, which I'm shocked. Everybody likes this album the best so far.
I have that. Don't I have that one?
Just came out like maybe 2-3 months ago, so I don't know.
I have the other one. The other one.
I got this one.
No, that's not this one. This is completely different.
This is a good album.
This one, everybody says this one's better, so go buy that one.
I'll get it.
I don't have any, so you're gonna have to get it through somebody else. This band I just found on Facebook through a Facebook ad. They're called Creeper. They're from from England, I think. They're called Creeper, and this is called Mistress of Death. I mentioned this on the show once before, but if you like Ghost, Meatloaf, you know, stuff like that, you'll like this band. It's gothic. It's got some kind of synth pop things going on there, but it's a rock type album, so it's really good. I really enjoy it. I listen to it a lot, actually. I almost forgot about this album. This album was really good, from the band called Them, and it's called Psychedelic Enigma. Very, very good album. If you like King Diamond and you like thrash, you'll like them. So go check that out.
Don't say racist words on here, dude.
What did I say? It was racist.
What's
Them?
the name of the album again?
Them? You know what I mean.
The name of the album, though.
I said Psychedelic Enigma.
That's racist. Don't say that again.
What, Enigma?
Yeah, stop it.
All right, all you enigmas, listen up. And Ghost. How do you pronounce it? Scoliosis?
It's pronounced sucks.
No, this album's really good. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Like I'm a huge Ghost fan. I really am.
Yeah.
And I champion the band. That song on there, Satanize, is one of the greatest Ghost songs ever.
It is. It's really cool.
But the rest I don't care for, man. But that Satanize song is awesome.
I don't know how you don't like that album. If you like the rest of them, I think it's.
I keep giving it chances. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And I think, oh no, I got some that I've written down. I can do those later. But album of the year, Halloween, Giants and Monsters. You know, everybody knows it's my favorite band, so it's got to be my top album of the year, and really good. I was not expecting it to be good at all because the last one I was kind of like about, but this one's really good. I still listen to it today, so really good stuff.
Maybe I need to check it out more because I was a little bit about the last one as well.
No, it's better. I didn't like
this one's way better.
I didn't like the last one. This one is better. I had Wayne on my channel reviewing it.
Yeah. It's good
All
stuff.
right, that's it. All right, Ralphus, give us your tops.
All right, so yeah, the Sacrifice you were talking about. I was just listening to it again today. I've been listening to it since it came out, and I just right when it came out, I look on Amazon. My local rock record store, Rock Fantasy, had not gotten it in for whatever reason, and every time I was there, I would look and I'd even bring it up to him, but it just never came there. And I just kept looking for it and looking for it. I definitely want to own it, and it would be one of my top albums, but I don't have a copy of it. And I kind of waited a little too long with Destruction. I didn't get that right away either, which I should have got. But without Mike in the band, I'm not super excited about grabbing their stuff. Like I thought their last album was really good, but I just didn't play it like a ton. Like it's like you get it and you listen to it for a while, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like it's not Mike's not there, so it's like kind of I don't know. It just, if you're gonna listen to Destruction, you're gonna go to like the old classic stuff, and that's kind of why I didn't jump on the new one. But I still do plan on buying that, and that's kind of expensive too. I see it like $17 on Amazon. If you don't get it with the free shipping, it's like it ends up being over 20, and it's just like I don't want to pay that over 20 for a CD unless it's coming with like a DVD or a fucking patch or something, throw something in there.
That's what sucks.
But all
That's why I
right,
haven't really bought a lot of new albums this year because they are expensive. But you gotta like kind of get them right as they before they get released because especially on Amazon they're a
yeah,
little cheaper. So, but if you wait too
Yeah,
long, then they become hard to find.
I'm hearing
yeah, and
CD
sometimes
prices are going up.
Yeah,
and sometimes you get the free shipping, sometimes you don't. And if you
right.
don't get the free shipping, then it's like then you want to find it more in your local record store because then you're not paying for that shit. But
Yeah,
so a couple
I'm looking up.
Doom.
I'm looking up Creatures right now. The album that Tony just showed before. It's $18, and that's on sale.
I wouldn't mind paying up to 20, for a
Yeah,
CD.
20.
Yeah, it is what
I'm
it
good
is,
with
but
20.
it's
Because
usually
I mean, a freaking vinyl is 30, $40 now
Hey man, if
sometimes.
it's something new, I ain't buying on vinyl no more. I'm done. I only buy classics. Like you know what this happened to me the other day, and I actually ended up in the fetal position crying because I don't have no more my Infernal Majesty None Shall Defy on vinyl.
Hmm.
It's gone. I mean, I went through the hassle of going through every single vinyl here, desperately looking. Maybe I put it in another letter. It's gone. So Miami Metal Merchant's getting me on vinyl. I said I want it on vinyl because that's old school. It's
High
19.
Roller reissued it.
Yeah, well, he said High Roller's really issuing it again next month. And he asked me, what do you want, colored vinyl or black? I go, man, I want black vinyl. I don't want colored vinyl because I ain't no racist. The fucking black vinyl is the best.
Well,
Black vinyl matters.
the thing with that bothers me about buying a CD for $20 is like you can buy the band's classic CD for like $12 or $13 still, like on Amazon. But then the new album's $18. Like it doesn't make sense why, you know, it's selling. I guess it's like maybe they don't make as many because people don't buy actual like hard copies of stuff. So like it's almost like everything is limited edition right when it comes out, which is kind of weird. And I guess that's why prices are up, but I think it sucks. But anyway, couple Doom releases is Candlemass, Black Star EP. Fucking Candlemass always killer shit. And then
Got a digital of that.
Pentagram
It's good.
Pentagram Lightning in a Bottle. I bought it right when it came out, and I love all the early Pentagram stuff. And this one, it took a few times to listen to and get used to it, and it got better every listen. But that's another problem I've had this year is that like I buy something new and I leave it in my car and I listen to it a bunch of times, but I don't listen to stuff the way I used to when it was like new. It just seems like there's just so much to listen to. And then we're doing episodes on different channels, like me and Tony doing different homework for different. So it's like you get an album that's killer, and then you only listen to it so many times. But this was a late one that I got in the year. And it only came out in November. But this was another one that was like it came out and then it disappeared. It was like you couldn't get it on Amazon, and Rock Fantasy couldn't get it in. But the new Agnostic Front, Echoes in Eternity, one of my favorite old school like New York hardcore bands, and I think it's a great release. It's like not it doesn't blow me away, but it's just a solid what you would expect of Agnostic Front in 2025.
I just
And
saw
then
that.
oh yeah, cool. They're fucking still awesome live band
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
You
And I
know,
got like
Count.
4 of them.
I was just I went. A friend of mine has a record store here, and I went and was visiting him today, and he was telling me that he grew up with the guy that plays bass at Agnostic Front now. And he said the guy wanted him to come see him, and they were just in town a couple weeks ago. And he's like, he missed it. He didn't end up going, but he was telling he grew up with that guy. And so I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Cool.
So he's not one of the original guys. He's somebody that's
Yeah, but
with him.
he's been with him for a long time though. Well,
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure if he's in the newest version of them, but yeah, I forget. But yeah, they've had like the same. I think it's the bass player. Yeah, they had the same bass player for a long time now, from what
Yeah.
I remember. But
I know Richard went to see him the other week. He said it was a really good show.
yeah, yeah, he got pictures with Vinny Stigma and stuff. He got shit signed and everything. I think it was like
I,
Vinny Stigma's 70th birthday.
70
Um,
years. Yeah, I saw Richard sit in the he wanted to join us tonight, but the last record he bought was James Taylor's Greatest Hits.
Did he re-record it in 2025?
Yeah, must
All
be.
right,
Yeah.
then it's qualified.
I got my top four left, but I'll leave them for the next round.
All right, go ahead, Tony. Give us your top three, and then I'll give you my top three.
All right, top three. I'm gonna go with Void. This is
Man,
Forbidden Morals.
that's on my. I have it on CD too. That's on my list too. I didn't write it down because I'm dumb. I got a bad memory, man.
Yeah, I had to get the record, man. It's got a cool gatefold and stuff, man.
That's
But
a bad.
yeah,
Such
yeah,
a,
yeah. This is on was it Shadow Kingdom Records? They do a very good job with the packaging on their stuff and all. But just good tech metal type stuff. If you like stuff like Corner, you'll dig this. It's tech thrash. That is. It's just really
and
good stuff.
they wear puffy shirts.
Yeah, man. Like I said, they look like 1987 Halloween.
Yeah,
So
they got the whole getup going.
yeah.
It's fucking
Up
amazing.
next, I got a band from Sweden that I've been following for a few years. This is their fourth album. This is Evil in was it Evil in All Dimensions. It's by Ambush, and they're
Oh
just a
yeah,
killer power metal band.
I have one of their earlier albums. Great band.
Yeah, just kick ass. I mean, it's some speed metal on here, some power metal and some straight up traditional metal on here. And they're on Napalm now. But yeah, cool band. Like I said, their fourth album. They keep churning them out every few years. Good stuff. And my number one record is Dark and Dangerous from my Savage Master. Once again on the Shadow Kingdom label here. Not Shadow, yeah, Shadow Kingdoms. Yeah, they did it. This one, that's right. Great. Like Ralph said, this might be their best record. They have come so far, and I love their debut record. I mean, it's just so many great songs on it. But Stacy has come such a long ways as a vocalist. I mean, she really sounds great on this. And I think their songwriting's just got better. They just write catchy tunes. Um, it's got that synth bass going in it, it gives it a little 80s throwback sound.
Oh yeah,
But
totally,
yeah,
totally.
just yeah, I mean, cool band. I mean, Purple Hoods and Black Candles, seances, very occultic. Yeah, but it's really cool. It's definitely if you like if you're not familiar with this band, but you like old metal blade bands that were kind of like, like Bitch and stuff like
Yeah.
that, you'll dig this.
Oh
This is
yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tour all the time and they're great people
They
and
came down
I
here.
love to go see them. I love to go see them. They put on such a great show.
They actually
Yeah.
came down here once. I saw them.
Yeah. They play
Awesome.
through here pretty regularly. They come through every couple years. So I'm hoping to see them again soon.
Down here, it's rare to see a band like Sabbath Master, but they came. I believe it was.
Man, they should be hooking up with Nasty Savage down there and
Yeah,
doing a Florida tour. Perfect bands to match up together.
I think I saw them with Lucifer, which is another cool band.
Yeah. Yeah, cool band.
All right, my top three. Holy fuck, this should be my number one. I waited 50 years for this freaking album. The Revenge of Alice Cooper is at my number three. It should be my number one. This album blows my mind, actually. I listened to it more and more. How he recaptured the essence of the original Alice Cooper band on most of the songs, not all the songs. But like, man, Black Mamba, man. That's when I first heard that, I was like, holy shit. But no, I think the whole record is really good. Not all of it mirrors the early shit, but most of it does.
Man.
So
I was
definitely,
it's growing on me, man. It just did not blow me out of the water like I thought it was going to do. I think I expected more upbeat stuff like Under My Wheels and You Drive Me Nervous and stuff like that. More there's nothing on there like Be My Lover.
No.
It's a lot of oddball stuff that kind of throws back to some of their early stuff, but it still kind of goes into. But you got stuff like Black Juju and stuff on there, which is cool too. And like I said, it's growing on me. I've been listening to. I listen to it about once every week. I'll stream it at work. I did get the vinyl recently. I got the Talk Shop live version that came with the autograph lithograph. This autographed by all the members. And so I think it's going to be one of those slow growers that in a few years that's going to be like one of my favorite Alice Cooper records. Maybe sometimes it just takes that over
oh
time.
yeah.
But I have a friend who's a massive fan of the original band, and I said, "What do you think of the new Alice Cooper record?" And he said it was underwhelming to me, and I told him, I said, "Man, you got to go back and listen to it some more because I think it's kind of building on me a little bit because there's some good stuff on there, but it just wasn't what I was expecting."
I'd put it above Muscle of Love. I really would.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I put it above Muscle of Love because there's only a couple of songs on there I really like anyway. So,
Mm.
All
but I
right.
mean, it doesn't match Killer and Love It to Death. So
No, no, not at all.
Oh, of course not. Or $1 Billion Babies.
Mm.
yeah,
But it's better than the first two. I was never a fan of the first two.
better than
Um,
School's Out.
yeah, School's Out too is kind of like. I mean, it's a great album, but it's a little wonky in parts.
Yeah,
My number two is The New Corner. Which I ordered. It's on the way. I love it. What a comeback album. I didn't mind Grin. A lot of people like really bashed them on that one.
the
Yeah,
groove metal album.
it
Yeah,
was different, but I still dug it. But yeah, my favorite will always be the first one, Rest in Peace. But I love No More Color. But anyway, that's my number two. My number one is The New Sacrifice. It's called Volume 6. And I've been playing it on the YouTubes constantly. It's so good. I can't wait to crank it on my stereo, you know? So, everybody, Miami Metal Merchant, if you're looking for The New Sacrifice and don't want to pay an arm and a leg, MiamiMetalMerchant.com. And you can also get the Thrasher Die vinyl there
Oh.
if you want. So check it out. But yeah, there you go.
cool.
That is my final three. Wayne, you're done, right?
Oh, I got a couple more mentions. I
All
didn't
right.
put any of mine in a list or anything. This isn't these are my top three. This is just some that I forgot about that I don't own yet. Spider God from 8 to Infinity, really good album. If nobody's ever heard of that band. If you like Thin Lizzy, check them out. And they got some heavy stuff too, like Thin Lizzy Motorhead type thing going on. So it's good stuff. The Darkness, Dreams on Toast. I did not expect that album to be good, but it is actually very good. And the latest Sabaton album called Legends or Sabaton, sorry.
Sabaton. Is that
Yeah,
way to pronounce it?
that's Sabaton Legends, very very good album. Another band, it's like Volbeat. Like I like them, but they kind of like samey too much, on every single album. But this album, I just happened to check out one day. I was just driving and I was like, oh, let me put that on. I listened to the whole thing. It's really really good. And I actually heard them. They played a song on the radio the other night. I put my son's radio on, and this is a Sabaton song. I'm like, well, how the hell is this on the radio? So I guess they're getting popular.
Hmm.
That's it. That's all I got.
You actually have a radio station that plays new music in your area?
Apparently, I don't know. Maybe it's at nighttime.
Wow.
I have no idea.
We
I
sure
really don't
don't.
listen to it. I really don't listen to the radio. But
I
my
mean,
son listens to the radio quite a bit.
we don't have a station that plays like new rock. I mean, you got new pop stuff, but that's it. And
Yeah.
it rock's all classic stuff.
Yeah, I was shocked to hear that. Yeah, night.
All right. Well, Ralphus, take us home.
All right, so a band that's one of the most consistent discographies that's been around for so long is that hasn't been mentioned tonight is Sodom with the Arsonist. This
I
this is
keep forgetting about that.
this
Yeah.
is really cool. I didn't like it as much as the last one. The last one was like my favorite album of the year, but
I
this
got that.
definitely kicked fucking ass.
Are you talking about Genesis? I got that one.
Yeah, Genesis 19 was fucking amazing. That
I got
album is it's such a great. It was my favorite album of the year. That when that came, I forget what year it came out, but
Blackfire came back on that one.
yeah, and it just definitely makes a huge difference. And this was definitely awesome. They kind of took a break as soon as it came out, which is weird. You'd think they would want to tour and promote the album. And Blackfire's kind of upset right now that it's like, why we do an album and then say we're not doing anything for a year. But luckily, I caught them last year with Hyrax and Whiplash. And it's like this year, there's a lot of albums I should have gotten that I didn't get. I wanted to get that Hyrax and even the Alice Cooper. Like I did the metal hard rock podcast, combat podcast with Ralph and Ian on that album, and I actually hadn't gotten it. I just like YouTubed it and did the episode, but I have been meaning to get it, and I just never got around to it yet. Just like a lot of stuff. The band Conan put out a new album this year. That Warbringer I would like to check out. So many things like when I looked at the list of all the stuff that came out this year, I was like, oh shit, I gotta at least listen to some of this stuff that I haven't even gotten around to listening to. But one of the best death metal albums of the year for me is old school, another old school great band, Ravage of Empires by Benediction. Great band from England. Love their shit. Almost everything by them is cool. You gotta their last album was like one of my favorite albums too of whatever year that came out. This one's not as good as the last album, but it's definitely like on the same path. Really cool shit. All right, this band, another great band that pretty much everything they put out I love. Cryptopsy from Canada, Insatiable Violence, fucking sick, over the top, chaotic, all over the place, kind of like you gotta listen to this album like 100 times to like absorb it because it's just so like crazy technical and just
I
really
see.
chaotic.
I've seen Cryptopsy a number of times, but I only saw him once with Lord Worm, where that guy would eat worms on stage. That shit was brutal. That shit was
I
awesome.
see him. I seen him once with him too, and I seen him a few other times. But and then my number one, I got it 32 years in the waiting is Corner, and I was kind of like wondering, like, all right, so I'm a huge fan of them from back in the day, but as they're going along, when it gets to Grin, I liked it when it came out because I was like, it was something different, but it didn't compare to like No More Color and the other one, Mental Vortex. Like they were getting more technical, but this was just like it was. Grin was like a little bit just too easy listening at the time. But then they did an album. An album came out while they disappeared, called Unreleased and Rare or something like that. And that album sucked. It was like this fucking horrible fucking industrial. You could see they were going in this weird direction. So I'm glad that they kind of broke up and everything ended when it did, and they didn't like put out that next album because it would have been shit. And then all these years later, they've been playing for like 10 years without an album. And my friends, I've seen them with they said, oh, there's a keyboard player up there. They didn't think it was as good live. And I was kind of worried about this album, but man, it was definitely my most anticipated album of the year. And I think it lived up to it. It's a great album. And it's not heavy on keyboards at all, even though they had a guy on the tour with them and stuff. But one song on here they have like a cool like organ, the old organ sound, and it fits really awesome in the song that they use it on. And yeah, I love that band. I'm glad they're back, and I'm glad they after 32 years they were able to kind of like get right back in there, which is it's just bizarre. Like I can't think of a band that disappeared for that long, but then kind of still had that same feeling after so many years, over 3 decades. It's fucking incredible. It's a very rare thing. And yeah, that's gotta be my number one because of that.
Oh, right on. Nobody's mentioned the new Dark Angel.
Somebody has in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody did.
Yeah.
I don't hate it as much as everybody, but yeah, I don't think it's worthy to be on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even put Sleep Token. This album sucks over it because it was more honest.
And that Testament album, I didn't get that yet either, but I did like it. And we did an episode on our Fantasy Files, me and Tony, where we just reviewed the album. So we just I just listened to it on YouTube, and I didn't realize like those like couple songs where like black metal and fucking vicious as hell. I was like, whoa, this is fucking amazing. I didn't realize that wasn't Chuck Billy singing. That was the guitar player from like the guy does some shit for Dragon Lord, his
Oh,
other band.
Eric Peterson. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you hear that album, like we were just like, "Whoa, Chuck's got this range on this album." And it turns out he's not even singing on certain songs, you know. But it's definitely still cool. I like how it's like kind of all over the place, and definitely a
Yeah,
It's
good
heavy.
solid album.
It's heavy, man. Yeah.
really heavy, and it's they did. You know, that's what I dug about Low too. You know, I'm not the biggest Testament guy, but there's certain albums like Low. They brought in the guttural vocals. I don't think it worked as well in Demonic, but and then
I like Demonic. To me, Demonic was what put him on the map again. I hadn't listened to him since the first album until Demonic came out. Everything
I
in
could
between, I
I
didn't
couldn't
care
get
about.
into. I can't get into. I have it on CD. I'll give it another chance. I remember I
I
Oh
like
like the
well,
last few. The last few they've done have been really
I
good.
like that
Solid records.
Murky Waters. I think it was called off the whatever. But this one has like like the Gathering brought the gutter involved. This one brings like the black metal shit, and I like that. It's them doing different shit. Where I mean I know you guys like the last ones, but to me the last ones was just the same old for me.
yeah, it gets a little boring. This was
I
like
don't know.
adding
I,
these extra elements made it a little bit more
I
Yeah,
exciting.
thought Dream Deceiver off the last record is one of the best songs. It's real catchy though, it was cool. But
Testament
yeah.
was one of my first like real metal bands, and I heard them like on Souls of Black, so I'm used to that style of Testament. This new black death metal thing that they got going on, I don't know it. I really haven't given this album a good enough listen to really give an opinion on it, but I don't know. It's gonna take a while to grow on me because I like the classic sounding Testament stuff.
when it comes to the classic shit, Souls of Black is very looked down upon. That's my
Yeah,
second favorite. Legacy and Souls of Black, as far as the classic shit, those are my two favorites. I love Souls of Black.
I don't know why people don't like Souls of Black.
Souls of Black,
I don't
Chuck
even own it. Yeah.
I thought
I
it,
don't
I
own
thought it
that. I
was
don't
weak.
own the one after it. What was the one after it? The
Oh, that
Ritual. I
sucked.
don't own that.
The
Yeah,
Ritual.
that sucked.
That's like the Black album,
Yeah,
basically.
that sucked.
I
But
was immersed into death metal by the time those albums were coming out. I could give two shits about Testament for so long. It wasn't until Demoniac came out or Demonic that I fucking was like, oh shit. Like my death metal friends were like, yo, you gotta hear this new Testament album. And I was kind of blown away. I had to go out and buy it and shit.
Dave
And
Lombardo's on
then
that one, right?
No,
no,
he's on the Gathering.
he's on the Gathering.
Okay. Man.
I think Gene Hoglan was on there.
Okay.
No? Didn't Gene Hoglan's on that first?
May have
The first
been.
one, no?
May have been.
I'm not sure.
I
I had a,
I love Souls of Black because Chuck Billy sounds like he's got a 3D voice on that shit. That just jumps at you, man. I just thought that album was awesome and it was so bashed by even the band. Oh, we were rushed. I go, well, you should rush more albums then.
yeah. I did have a couple of honorable mentions, Ralph. I could throw in this. I don't have
Go.
physical copies. I was listening to this band from Georgia called Evil Sinner, which is a band. Its name I'm sure that's been used before, but they've got this new record out, Fears to Phantom, not Phantom, but Phantom, Fears to Phantom. I believe it's only on cassette, maybe. But man, it's like old school speed metal with like really bad production. Just makes me really like it. I think I sent you some samples, didn't I, Count, to check out?
Yeah, I remember you talking about them too. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's cool. I need to order it. Like I said, they're from Georgia. Just cool, cool band. Another band, Wings of Steel, power metal band. The new record, Winds of Time. I've been listening to that one at work some. I think they're going out on tour with Sabaton. And one more band is so I mentioned this band from Spain earlier, Center Rage. The guitar player that was in this band is a female guitarist. Her name is Jara Solis. She's killer player, killer guitarist, and she started a new band called Hunger from Spain. They probably can't see it on the phone here, but they got an album called Rule of the Wolves, and I got a digital of that I bought because it was for a while there they didn't have it available due to the tariffs where you could order their CD, but I need to order their CD through Bandcamp now because I just got the download of it. But it's good traditional style heavy metal, and she's like got some ripping guitar work on it. She's such a good player. Yeah, that's it.
Very cool. So everybody's done.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Anybody last words in the peanut gallery?
How long has King Diamond been promising a new King Diamond and Merciful Fate out?
God damn. How many decades? It's been over 2 decades now.
I think so.
Supposedly, this is the year, though. This is the year. From what I'm
Yeah, well, at
hearing.
least he doesn't release a song and charge you $2,000 for it
Yeah.
and promise it's coming out. The album's coming out this year.
Yeah, I bought that song he released. I have it on vinyl.
Yeah,
Like,
so do I.
like 3
Yeah, but
days.
that was the one they did do. At least they did a vinyl release of it. That was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah, it was like
at
3
least you got
years ago.
something.
3 years ago or something. I
Yeah,
remember the last time I saw King Diamond, he debuted that song. I mean, it was off the next album, and that was like 6 years ago now. That was before
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
should call the next fucking King Diamond album should be called fucking Transylvania Democracy.
You know what sucks is that it's like if he's working on a King Diamond album and a Merciful Fate album, it's going to be too much if they both come out right now. Like it needs to just be one should have came out 5 years ago, and then the other, you should
Yeah, but
space them out. I
Let's
think,
stagger him a little bit.
that's the thing
Yeah.
that's the thing that pissed me off though. You see, when he released that new song and when I saw him on the tour, it was like soon after that he announces a reunion with Merciful Fate. Then he announces he's working on music of Merciful Fate. I'm like, yeah, but what about your King Diamond album? And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man. I'm a huge Merciful Fate fan. I wasn't impressed with that new song. Whatever.
no,
it was.
me neither.
The
No.
I didn't
Jackal.
like it.
I thought
Jackal
it
of,
was cool. I thought it was cool. It was real long. It was a real long one.
Yeah, it was a long one, but I don't know. It just didn't grab me, man. And they even said, "Oh yeah, this is a new song, but it's not really finished yet."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, what the fuck? Why are you
Do
playing
you,
it?"
do you remember like 20 years ago when he was promising in these like retrospect DVDs of King
Yeah.
Diamond and
Yes.
Merciful Fate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Back when people bought DVDs still.
Yeah.
I mean, and now
He
now
announced he announced why they didn't release it though. He said that a lot of that footage was ruined, like because of age. So some of that footage that did look good ended up on Metal Blade making a video for. They made a video for Evil, and I think they did a video for another Merciful Fate song where they used some of that footage. But man, that footage is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. And there is Pro Shot. I got a Pro Shot Merciful Fate show before Melissa came out on the EP tour that I sent to Kim Ruz. Remember, we had Kim Ruz on the Rat Salad Review. He didn't
Is
even
that
know.
the
He didn't know that.
Dynamo?
Huh?
Is that the Dynamo footage?
No, it was Eindhoven, Denmark. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, that's
Pro
what it is.
Shot. And
Yeah. They
Kim-
put 2 or 3 songs from that. It came with the
the
Melissa,
DVD.
but not the
Yeah.
whole show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I have the whole show. And
Yeah, me too.
Kim Ruz didn't know about it. And I sent it to him. And he was like, "Oh my God, thank you. Wow, I never seen this." I was like, "That's amazing that you didn't even know this existed." You know? And wow, I mean, yeah, a Pro Shot Merciful Fate show before. I remember when I bought that in the 80s on a bootleg. I mean, it wasn't the best quality. It was, kind of scrambled in spots, but still, just seeing a minute or two of them doing like Corpse Without a Soul at that time was mind blowing, Then I got a good version now, but not as good as what Metal Blade did on those extras. That is bit shine good,
Hey, speaking of Metal Blade, did you guys watch the documentary about the making of Metal Massacre 1?
No, I didn't know about that.
A year ago, they released it. It aired on I think it was I can't remember what network it was actual network showed it. It was somebody in the chat might be able to tell me. It wasn't MTV and it wasn't like Reels or something like that, but it actually aired once. And I watched it and I actually DVR'd it. And actually when I didn't DVR it the first time, the second time it played, I DVR'd it, but something froze and it screwed up, so I never got a copy, never got to see it again. It's never been released. I thought, well, maybe Brian Slagle will release it. It's never been released, and it's not on YouTube. So if anybody out there recorded the making of Metal Massacre 1, upload
Upload
it to
it.
YouTube. Upload it to YouTube, because it's the only
I
thing on YouTube about it is a trailer for it, but it's never been released. It's well over a year ago that it aired. And it's
I
killer.
read
They interview every band that played on it, even like
That's
Demon
cool.
Flight and I mean everybody. I mean everybody that's on it has been interviewed for it. It's killer,
I
but it's
read
not on YouTube.
both Brian Slagle books. I read, and I read the Johnny Z book, but like he talked about that, but he didn't go into like interviews with every band and stuff. That sounds really interesting.
Modern Day Warrior, thank you. He said Axis TV. That's what I was thinking. I don't have any cable TV anymore. I dropped everything after that, so I don't have Axis. So I just stream stuff. But yeah, God, that would have been. Someone said it's on Thunderflix now.
I just
That's
yeah,
something else.
yeah,
Something else I don't have. What is it now? Is that a streaming network or what is it?
yeah, yep.
Is it
Okay, I have
free?
to look into it.
No,
Is
you
it
gotta pay for
Probably
it.
not.
No, you gotta
well
pay for
fuck?
it.
Is
You can get a
But
free
I wonder if
trial.
it's.
It's a free
Yeah,
trial.
we'll have to get the free trial and watch it.
It's
Yeah.
$6.66 a month.
Oh, that ain't shit, Wayne. Buy me
That
it.
ain't shit. That's pretty good, and that's worth just spending because of $6.66.
That's nothing. Wayne, buy me it.
No, you got it. You got it.
You know, so last night I stayed home. It was fucking like 10 degrees out, and it actually started snowing. And we got like a half an inch of snow. But so I ended up getting a couple cool Christmas gifts, and one of them was just Merciful Fate. It's 1999 bootleg from Philadelphia. Since you guys were talking about Merciful Fate
I got
bootlegs,
that. I got that
yeah,
show.
I just had it
Yeah,
sitting
I've
here.
got that show.
Yes,
It's yeah,
it starts off real shaky, but then once it gets like hooked on, it's fucking awesome. And it's like it sounds really awesome. And I also watched this one last night. It's called Harley Flanagan Wired for Chaos. Got the Blu-ray for this, and it's the guy from the Cro-Mags, the bass player. Really chaotic, insane life that he led. His book was one of my favorite autobiographies ever. And the singer from the Cro-Mags has a book too, autobiography that it's one of them two books are like better than like all the fucking Kiss books and all that shit. Like these lives were fucking insane. So that's a cool documentary on his life and stuff. And so just figured I'd throw that out there. And I also got a Jimi Hendrix one that I was watching last night too, but I fell asleep for that one. But they were just like new DVDs that I got for Christmas, and I saved them for last night to watch them and shit.
hey, I got to bring this up. So, Modern Day Warrior that I mentioned gave me the info on Axis
You know who that is.
is Al Horter. They
Yeah.
changed his name. He said YouTube changed my name on the chat for some reason. I should have known Modern Day Warrior because he's mean like Tom Sawyer. That's pretty cool though, man.
Yeah.
Hey Al, what's up, man?
Be cool or be podcast out. That was his name, and it was his name on his podcast, right? And like I don't
Yeah.
know, years later, I'm driving around with my iPod Shuffle, and Subdivision comes on, and I'm listening, jamming, and there's a line: "Be cool or be cast out." I go, "Hey, that's where Al got that shit."
Yeah, you didn't yeah. Of course, yeah.
I didn't know. I you
Thank
know.
you, Al.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Al.
Cool, man.
Thanks for tuning in as always.
Yeah, man.
I need to go back on Black Spinner Circle. Check
Yeah,
out
man.
Black Spinner Circle with Al Horta and Andy Rodriguez and me in the future. When if I can, Al, you know my situation. Sometimes I can, sometimes I don't. Almond Joy has nuts, mountains don't. You know what I'm saying? I got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Fuck yeah. So it's been a great, great episode, guys. I want to thank you all. Next week, unless something else comes up, I want to talk about King Diamond.
Okay.
From Fatal Portrait to Give Me Your Soul, Please. You
Well, you
know?
can't have my soul.
Look at it. Look, dude, Ralphus left and now his pentagram's flying around.
Well, look at
That shit's evil.
that.
He's got like he's got an evil sinner. An evil sinner like that band Tony talked about. It's an
Yeah.
evil sinner spirit. Look at that, man. Hail Satan, bro. You know? And
Hail Santa.
crank some striper. You know, if that pentagram was flying toward me, I'd throw a Bible at it, striper style.
It looks like he's in a scene from Stranger Things back there.
What is that?
Something else is floating around in his room. Fucking Ralph is
That
sleeping.
looks like something Wayne printed on his printer, on his
Yeah,
3D
it
printer.
Ralphus leaves the room and all the shit's going
Oh,
on.
God, Ralphus, you're late for dinner. Oh.
I have footage. I saw it the other day of an orb. You know what an orb is?
Yeah.
Like a spirit. I got it.
Yeah.
I used to work for the city at night, and in the warehouse that was locked and closed, you saw on the camera little orbs. So I told my coworker, I'm going to go up to the door and pound on it and tell me what happened. He said the orb scattered. You know, I have it. I have it on footage. I put it up on my Facebook ages ago, and it's still there because I saw it. I was like, oh shit, that spirit shit. Yeah,
I got a ton of pictures that I used to take at the old place, the Chance, that been around forever, and there'd be orbs in the pictures all the time. And I was thinking, like, how fucking cool! Like, if I was a ghost, that's where I would have been. I've been floating around the Chance, fucking
yeah,
checking out
but
concerts, you know.
Ralph, it's cool and all, but it's nothing compared to what you just missed. There was a pentagram flying around in your room, bro, when you left. That shit was
Yeah,
cool. That shit was
it was an
cool,
orb. It was an orb that picks it up and floats it around the house.
and you missed it, bro. But we saw it. Hey, rewind this footage. You get to see it.
That's crazy.
I have to rewatch.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That goes for all you fuckers out there in the peanut gallery. I consider you all almost humanoids as well, especially Al Horta because he is a whore. Tuh. And everybody out there, thank you so much for watching. Please tune in next week and tomorrow. Oh, and Jackson Routing, he's watching tonight. Jackson Routing, I'll say this real quick. It'll be up tomorrow. He wanted me to put Manowar against Jag Panzer, all their albums. I'm very well aware of Manowar albums, but not Jag Panzer albums. And he asked for this shit like a month ago. And it took me weeks, dude, to sit through all those Jag Panzer albums. And you know what? They don't have one bad album. They're all great.
Yeah, no, they are.
What'd you think about the Pantera sounding album? What's it called? Dissonant.
The second one,
No,
the second one's a little
Um,
wonky sounding.
no, it's like the third album. It's got a different
Dissonant
singer.
Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Dissonant Alliance. It
Yeah,
had
that's
a
the
different
one.
singer.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
one.
very groove. Very
That's-
people say
that's-
Pantera. It's kind of groove
that-
metal.
That's the second album. That's the second album.
I
Yeah.
thought ample destruction was the second. I thought.
That's the first one.
Well, that's the second. I guess it's the first full length because they had the Tyrant EP.
That's what I was
No,
thinking. The
that's what I'm
EP
getting
was
confused.
the
Yeah.
first.
I love Ample, and I love their last one. But I talk about it tomorrow. I put up the video. I finally finished it for Jackson Rowdy. And so thank you, Jackson. Thank you, oh, and also I hope he's watching. A
Age of Mastery.
very, very special shout out to my friend Wilson in Chicago. He's an amazing guy. He's an amazing friend. You know, and also there's Dennis Turney Jr., Joseph Manella, my girlfriend Brenda, who I love so much that, you know, I get gassy just thinking of her. And yeah, I'm about to fart. That's why I said that. Oh, look, it was silent. It was silent, but it kind of felt like wet. So I gotta go.
Man, that video of you and her talking about BOC, that's the cutest thing ever, man.
Yeah, she knows her voice. She knows her voice to call. That's
She
the thing.
does. She knows her Blue Oyster Cult. She really
Yeah,
does.
her top 10 were deep
Yeah.
cut. You know, some of them were.
Cheers to you, Brenda. That was you knew it. That was good. Yeah.
Brenda's the best girlfriend I've ever had, bro. She fucking rules. And but you know, all you guys out there, I mean, I'm sorry I'm not gay. I know you want me, but trust me, I'd fuck you if I'm gay. If I was gay, I'd fuck each and every one of you. You know? I mean, I'd be fucking you because I'm the fucking pitcher. You know, I'm all man. You know, I'll leave you with this. You know, if you get a guy, right, you bend him over and you're fucking him, and you reach over and he's hard, that means he's gay. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
And I leave you with that. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. And open a daycare in Minnesota. Smack 'em a gob.
The more you know. Do, do, do.